What up, guys? So in today's video, I went around downtown Portland along the waterfront and shot some of the Ferrania P30 black and white film. I contributed to the Kickstarter when it had first come out like years ago, and I had gotten 2 rolls and some stickers and whatnot from the thing, which I got like a year later, I think. But anyways, I shot a roll, I remember, but I wasn't very impressed with it. So I had 1 roll left. I thought I'd go out and just shoot a roll, see what it looked like. And maybe the first one, I don't know, I'm not really, I don't think I was really impressed by it because I don't really remember anything about how it looked or what I even shot with it. So I thought I'd go out there, give it a shot, shot it on the Leica MP with the 35 Cinemacron. And one of the things, might as well mention, is that when I'm shooting all these different type of films, I try and use the same camera and the same lens. So then that way I can compare them, you know, pretty much side by side, so that the only variable is the film. Everything else is the same. So that way the comparison, I think, is a little bit more consistent across the board. So anyways, I went downtown, shot a roll, and oddly enough, I was super thrilled with the way they turned out. I'm not a huge fan of how contrasty the film is. I prefer a little more detail in the shadows, a little more detail in the highlights, but I do think that, especially for like street photography and in certain situations, it just works amazing. I was actually shocked. I thought this would be my roll and that's that, but I'm actually thinking of buying a few more rolls just to use them from time to time. And, but you know what? Enough of that. Here's the shots I took. Let me know what you guys think in the comments if it's something that, you know, you might want to try out, or if you thought that the shots were trash. I don't know. Anyways, here they are. All right, guys, so that was that. I gotta say, I'm super, super excited about how these turned out. I think I got some really great shots, some mediocre shots, but you know, out of a roll of 36, if I can come out with a handful of shots I really, really like, then it was a good day. Especially if there's 1 or 2 that I'll print from that to just send out to clients, or if people want to buy, whatever. So yeah, I think it's definitely a film I would try again. Like I said, you can definitely tell that a lot of the highlights were blown out, and the blacks were really, really crushed. They were just very saturated, not a lot of detail. But I think in the right circumstances, especially since a lot of the photos that I do for street photography have a scene and then 1 or 2 people in them only, as long as that person is like if they're wearing lighter colors and they're against a darker background, works perfect. If they're wearing darker colors against a light background, works perfect. I think if they're wearing something darker against a dark background, it'll blend too much and it won't pop and it'll be too muddy. And I don't like that. So based on what I shot, I love it. Let me know what you guys think. If it's something you'd want to try out. I think they said that the new film, the P30, is actually better than the original batch they had sent out. So I'm kind of anxious to try that. But at this point, I also have the Leica monochrome, the 246. So pretty much most of my black and white photography is with that camera. And I don't really shoot too much black and white film anymore, mainly color at this point. But I still want to try out the different black and white films and see how those come out. If there's any other films you guys might want to see, let me know. I actually have a really cool one coming down the pipe here. It's the Kodachrome. There's a couple cool things that happen with that. I shot a roll of it, so we'll be talking about that in another episode. But I've got a whole mess of different films that I still need to shoot. Kind of a backlog, but I'm gonna get through them. And I am still trying to get these out as regular as I can. But again, if you're expecting them regular, you'll be disappointed. Till next time.